into Zumulongos welcome to the heartbeat of the nation, where we have our finger on the pulse. Welcome. I am your host, Upol Nuku Kapatia, the two-striped man with the medal on top. I say Vorna. And today we are diving deep into one of the most crucial moments in South African football history. Yes, as Bafana Bafana is taking on Czech in the 2026 World Cup. This match is very crucial. We are standing a chance now to showcase our real talent, to showcase who we are in the global stages, and reshape and the narrative of who we are as a football nation. So now it's very important now that we understand that we come from an opening match that we lost dismally and heartbroken and embarrassingly, and two of our players got red cards, and we were playing with Boma eight men. Eight. So if two are out at that particular point in time, you're playing 8 men. That was it. We were playing Mexico, the hosting country. And you must understand, when you are hosting a hosting country, the pressure and the way in which the game unfolded, it was a mere lose, because abashayile, okay, gran bashayile basibambile nge 2-0 and azange sizibambele and gran. So now we are going to the second match now of the World Cup, and we understand vele we are standing a chance within fighting for just a spot in the qualifications, because if we win this game, we will be sitting with 3 points, in which the other team who has lost with another point, because now will be two teams, number 1 and number 2 are moving to the round of 16, if I'm not mistakenly. So now what needs to happen is that if we beat Czech, we can draw the other match, or we can also, win the other match with South Korea, because I don't believe our football is that weak that we don't understand how to also maneuver in such stages. And yes, Chair, we must not take it, lightly. It's a very disciplined team, it's a very gifted team, it's a very formidable opponent. They've got players that are playing in European leagues, Spanish leagues, and we do understand where the level of football is now at this particular moment in time. But our players must not feel intimidated. Our players must not feel this is not made for them. It's imposter syndrome. No. These are the particular times in which you need to understand you are where you are because you fought. You've went through qualification stages, you went to elimination stages, you've beaten particular countries in which their football, it's what they eat, it's what they love. So at this particular point in time, it means our football, it's one of the greatest or toppest football in the world, as we are showcasing it in the world stages. And if we speak about such matches as today, as we are facing the Czech Republic, and it's a do or die, and we know now that even if we beat around the bush, we would understand to be the best, you need to beat the best. And these are the trying times that you are show that I am a champion, or I'm showing that I have a fighting spirit, and you are showing that you can live up to expectations. Though the pressure it's high, it's immense, from all over the corners of South Africa, it's immense, and people were watching, we are watching, and yes, you might redeem yourself in terms of how the opening game has went, because it didn't go your way and it didn't go our way. But today it's a do or die. Our players need to give it all out, all to themselves and all to us, all to the country, all to the people involved, and this particular understanding of also sports, that psychologically it can also influence how the people think, and it is also an emotional use of understanding how the masses can be controlled in a particular way. So by the more we have wins, it's the more emotionally we're gonna find ourselves in a nice space. And this win would mean a lot for the country, not for just sports fraternity, but for the political, sphere of it, and for the social understanding of where we are as a country now. The win might do us good. A win might set us in a very frequency, and we might find ourselves in spaces where we are okay, because the win will make, at least unity at some point. It's not going to be your only win. It's going to be an African win. It's going to be a South African win. It's going to be a win for everyone. And if we understand very well how these particular kind of spaces and kind of living up to the expectations when you arrive in these spaces, it is very crucial to also showcase your talent, in global stages, and reshape our narrative, because there is a particular narrative that, as a South Africa, we are getting, and as a world when it's looking at us, and journalists were asking, our football coach and our captain, very awkward questions in a press conference about our political standing and about our social standing, where we are at as a country. So there is a particular narrative that is pushed, as a global narrative, and in looking at South Africa. And today's win, might change that. Today's win might reshape, the country's narrative of where we sit with the other countries and with African countries, and the spirit of Ubuntu and the spirit of togetherness and the unity. And obviously, yes, they would say sometimes it's that moment of forgiving, and for forgetting at that particular moment in time, but not forgetting, but forgiving in that particular moment in time, because there is something to celebrate, there's something to look up to. And now at the end of the day, if we find ourselves in a space where you are coming back, it's going to be a problem for a lot of us, because a lot of people are unhappy. So you would also bring happiness in winning the game, in winning today's game, in going as far as you can in this particular 2026 World Cup. It will mean a lot for the country. It will mean a lot for the political side of it. It will mean a lot to the narrative that is being pushed around, in which people are sitting in spaces and going, yeah, yabona South Africa, hey, kwenzakalani, hey. So the world is looking at us. We have a nation. We are a nation of potential. We are a nation knowing that we have a story of resilience and overcoming adversity. We are dreaming big. We can dream big. We can bring that Mandela magic if we can. Because now there is a narrative that, Mandela syndrome, one thing, one magic has opened, has done it once, can't do it again. So they won't do it again because they can't do it. It was done a favor. They went on the back door, yeah, World Cup, ning. But we truly, truly fought for even going to France World Cup. I remember Philemon Masinga scoring that goal that took us to the World Cup, and like we didn't go via passage. And then we also lost the opening match there. I think it didn't go well for us at France. And then it was the World Cup at 2010, in which we were the host. And then, yeah, we did what we did, and then we lost. We didn't go to the qualification rounds. And now we fought to qualify. We played qualification games, and we were able to qualify and find ourselves in the 2026 World Cup. So it is not a fluke. We are a nation that has good football, and we must believe in our good football. And if we believe in our good football and the football that took us where we are, there's no way we must be shying. I think, yeah, that's the thing. The football they played, and until now, where it got them, I think they need to go back to the drawing board and understand that's the football they need to play. The football they know, football they grow up playing, football they know. No one is going to take them, for granted when they play that football. Even if it's not a football that internationally it's played, maybe it's their own style of football that they need to come up with and 2026 World Cup Mufukeng must teach us new football, styles and be the talk of the town. And Amaporisa Lapayana, the speedy Gonzalez, making sure that we get that goal, and Abosibilibili and all. I mean, we've got good players in that squad. Play them. Just play them. There's no way you're not gonna play them. You wanna play them on a game in which you are going, no, let's just do it because already we have lost. No, no, no. These are the type of games in which they are tested. And us as a nation and as a football loving nation, if you do that, lose with honor, lose with pride, we're going to be okay. But if you're going to lose now like a Mampara, lose like Vele you didn't deserve, as imposter syndrome, saying yeah, and being arrogant, not answering too many questions when we ask, and you are so arrogant enough to tell us we don't know football when we know which like there is something that we are losing, and like our administration as well needs to face the music, and like there were some couple of issues and they are not consistent, and like grand and our development fraternity needs to be looked at the end of the day, because also it's sports, arts and culture as well. So you must understand sports, arts and culture. When you look at the arts and you look at sports, you can question a lot of what is going on also in the country's identity and culture. So if football doesn't come to play, you also look at the fraternity, you also look at the department, you also go, what's going on in this department? What is wrong that we are not doing right in this department? Yes, we arrive in these particular spaces, but we don't live up to expectation. Pressure, shange kwababa, sifika lapana, amadola yaxeka lapana when we are in world stages, but we can't make it to the other challenges, because now you must also remember you can't be the best by not beating the best. So you can't be thinking that you are in the World Cup and you are not Ronaldo, or you are not Messi, or you are not Haaland. Now you are in the World Cup, so it means now you are Haaland, now you are Messi in your own right, because not in our country you are on Messi, not you are on Ronaldo. So when you decide now to bow down to Ronaldo, you also sneaking king a man, because we won't believe in you, because now so sinking in ngoba manje wena ubelievele ku Ronaldo omunye wena ungabelivelanga kuye, and sometimes asidlali nalabo Ronaldo at some particular spaces or at some particular time. Angithi nathi sine league yethu nabo bande league yabo. So all in all, just make sure Bafana Bafana you give it all out, and you remember we are in this together. You are not alone. We will support you. Obviously we'll be wearing our t-shirts when comes the time. We'll be in some streaming clubs, and we will make sure that we watch, and we are sending our love, we are sending our spirit, we are singing Nkosi Sikelela all the way, and we are making sure that you guys feel such love from us in giving you the props. Maybe it might come out ugly in terms of when you say, hey, Vandag is a do or die game. You must give it all out. You must umuntu Vandag unqamla ujuju ku Vandag nje mana azimtsheni ke namhlanje hayi namhlanje ziyabuya zakhala ndoda ziku loudspeaker enya yikho Vandag nje kumele kwenzakala. So Bafana must rise to the occasion. We are all in this together. We are supporting the team, and we believe in you guys. You must believe in yourself. Believe in what you're doing. Sisonke. Until next time. Yes, I'm your host Ukapatia, General Paul Nuku. Vorna. Until next time.